Toy Story 4 was released in 2019, 9 years after Toy Story 3, and we are capping off our little mini series of reviewing every single Toy Story film, blah blah blah, whatever, on with the review. I won't be going into too much of synopsis with this one, mainly because it's so new to the point where I don't want to spoil really much of anything. I kind of just want to just give you a brief review and brief synopsis of whatever happens in it. I will be going into a little bit of spoilers, but there's nothing really too crazy. This one is such a packed movie too. I don't want another Toy Story 3 on my hands where it was like 17 minutes of me just rambling. Regardless, this movie was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't. Here's where it gets kind of weird because this movie. I mean, it does do a lot of things that Toy Story does right. It does do a lot of things. The emotion's good. There's of course the antagonist, of course, and then there's all the the innuendos, or not the innuendos, but really just the I guess just like the moral aspect of it and stuff. It's pretty nifty. I will say the ending shocked me quite a lot. Like I said, I'm not going to talk too much about it. Well, to be fair, it is a big part of the movie, so I might have to actually shed light on that, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna leave it to being whatever. But it was good. It was a good ending. It was great. It was great. Definitely something I didn't expect, and I'm hoping that, because eventually we will get Toy Story 5. I know we will. We will definitely get Toy Story 5 at some point. It isn't too unlikely, honestly, at this point. But it was pretty ballsy of them to do. It was pretty ballsy of them to do that, and it was quite good, quite good. But I will tell you that Bonnie isn't really Andy. I will tell you that. I really didn't feel as attached to Bonnie as I did to Andy. Perhaps because Bonnie isn't Andy. And that's kind of like the whole point of it, is that, you had this character that has been around for the entirety of the franchise. Of course, it wouldn't be that sort of thing. You wouldn't have that exact same attachment. I kind of saw that one coming into this movie. I did. I really did. It's hard to replace anybody who's like that in a series of films. Always hard to replace someone like that, but they tried, and yeah, let's just say, for better or for worse, I'm happy the ending happened. This is gonna be so fucking confusing for people who don't know what's happening. But like I said, the movie has a good thing. Like I said, this one's a little bit more. It's not really. I don't really think it's that dark in terms of Toy Story 3, but it definitely is somewhat in that category. Just a little in that category at times. Forky is, well, Forky. I guess he wasn't really that entertaining, as far as I'm aware. He was just kind of like, I liked his story, but that was really all I really liked about the character. There wasn't really anything like too insane with him. Really much of anything that was too insane with him. Bo Peep does come back. I will tell you that one. Bo Peep does come back. I think that one was pretty obvious. I think there was rumors about that one, and it was pretty obvious that she was going to be in the movie. Yeah, she does come back. And pretty cool, in a pretty cool way too. I do like how they brought her back and stuff, and how for the first time in history, the antagonist of a Toy Story film actually kind of has a happy ending. I guess it would be kind of like one of those things. Yeah, happy ending, was rather happy. It was a good scene. It was a sweet scene, and that was probably one of my favorite parts of the movie. Yeah, for sure. The climax wasn't really too insane. It wasn't like Toy Story 3 or Toy Story 2 for that matter, or even Toy Story 1 for that matter. It was kind of just there. Whenever I was watching it, I was kind of like, I mean, okay, fine, it's whatever. It's the fourth movie, you can't really expect them all to be fucking amazing and stuff. This one, obviously, I watched only a few months ago. This one I first watched a few months ago. And like I said, it wasn't awful. It wasn't, I will tell you, it was better than I expected it to be. Because I did kind of was like, well, how do you replace Andy? How do you replace Andy? And especially with Forky, I was kind of like, oh god, they're trying the whole thing of let's add a character to make it interesting, and let's go and do that. And it's exactly what Forky was. Just another character to make a story happen. I mean, it's definitely one of the weaker ones for sure. It's definitely the weakest of the series for sure. I would definitely pick this one. Probably, I wouldn't probably rewatch this one too much. This one's good, but it's just it will never ever outlive the original three for sure. The original three is kind of where I expected this movie's franchise to kind of stop. Honestly, I kind of expected that one, but after the success of this one, I mean, I guess you really can't go wrong with Toy Story, I guess. Especially with what they did with the ending, which I thought was kind of interesting, but once again, I can see how that can be kind of controversial as well, because you're kind of doing the whole Bonnie and Andy thing all over again, where you're replacing the main character or whatever, kind of in the exact same category. I'm only really putting it that way, so that way people who know what the ending is and what actually happens knows exactly what I'm talking about. I would say go watch this one, formulate your own opinion about it. This one's okay for me. I thought it was okay. I thought it was good. I thought it was well done. But I mean, it's a Pixar movie, and it's Toy Story. I mean, it's gonna be pretty well done and stuff. But it just wasn't as good as the other ones, in my humble opinion. It wasn't as good. It was good. It was good though. It was decent. Well, that was short. All right, way shorter than Toy Story 3. Yeah, but this movie was good. This movie was fine. So that does it for all of the Toy Story film reviews. Jesus, I need water. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. You're awesome. And of course, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. More things coming soon. More reviews coming soon. Goodbye, everybody. See you guys soon. Take care, everyone.